All right, Barlow Brigade, old Big Jim, hollering at y'all from the bog, the Barlow Observation Group. Uh, Today is Folding Hunter Friday, a hashtag that has been started by by brother HT. Let's see if I best way for me to get him in here. There's his sticker on my coffee cup. Look, I love this guy to death. He is currently MIA. Of course, I know where he's at. And just about everybody watching YouTube knows that he's on a cruise with his beautiful wife down in I guess you call that the I don't know, Caribbean, down there with some of them islands. How about that? I don't know where anyway. I don't know where he's at, but he's on a cruise. He left out of Florida down there, and so I figured some islands right there. I read a lot of maps, but I can show you where things are, but I don't know exactly where he's at. But as far as I know, he's doing fine. Him and his wife are having, from what I can tell, a wonderful time. Uh, and I am blessed to know that he is enjoying himself. Okay, and they ain't the finest fella in the world, and I appreciate what he's doing. All right, my first video today was called Frosty Friday, and I shared with y'all a few frost knives that I consider to be, pretty dang good knives. A lot of folks turn their nose up at them, Pakistan, Frostwood, all that kind of stuff. But that don't really matter. If you ever toted one of them, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I mentioned Stone County earlier. This weekend they're having it's called the Pine Hill Celebration in the old part of town, which is where I'm at. The old commercial district. There was a big hill that ran down in the middle of it. There wasn't but about 15, 20 stores in the whole town, and most of them were centered around Pine Street. And Pine Hill has that. It's a big thing, and it goes down to the bottom of the hill. They built a municipal park there, and that's where the old elementary school that I went to used to stand. It's been torn down, and they built a spectacular park there, and they turned that into a vendors area, about a 3 block area, and you have vendors from all over the. I don't know how they come from. How about this? I'm gonna say they come from 10 states. Okay, there may be 8, there may be 6, but just about anything you can think of will be there, including Deep South Cutlery. If you live in this area and you follow my channel, know that this weekend is the Pine Hill Celebration, and it's a pretty big event for a town that's got 8,000 people in it. I mean, it's pretty big. I'm telling you, I'm 2 blocks from there, or 3 blocks from there, and depending on how you walk, I can walk over there in 5 minutes. Well, I used to in 5 minutes, but I cut through 3 businesses and go jump the railroad track, hit the sidewalk, and I'd be there before, as a youngin', I could be there before you know it. That's how I went to school every morning. I cut right through the Billups gas station. I go through Alexander Hardware. I go out the back door, jump down, cross the railroad track, go down the hill, run right by City Hall, hit the sidewalk, and be at school in 5 minutes. So, small town USA, guys. I mean, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I've left here 4 or 5 times, and I always come back. Okay, and I always will. Anyway, this morning I shouted out my boy Dwayne Clark. Let's give y'all a little shout of that sticker there real quick, because me and him have had some text messages here in the last few hours, and let's put it to you this way. I am not going to call him a sponsor of my channel, but for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to say he, by making a purchase off my eBay store, will enable me to send out several packages that I have needed my attention. Y'all, it is raining cats and dogs. I'm telling you, Rudd, it's beating down. I know Milo's sitting right here on the walker, and but Max, of course, he's got his own mind. You know, he's 8 years old. I can't make it. It's like I love to hold him up and show him. You know, like I do Milo sometimes. I be yelling at me. Look, there go. You know how I do Milo sometimes? How I get him up here and give y'all a shot of old Milo. Oh, Milo, he looks just like me, don't he? He's pretty. That's a pretty cat, y'all. That's a ragdoll. That's the name of his breed. Anyway, uh, next couple of, week and a half, uh, everything I've been needing to do, I'm gonna be able to do because Brother Dwayne very graciously purchased something from my eBay store, and I'm glad he got it. They ain't a finer feller in this part of the world, and I'm talking about Canada, the United States, and Mexico. They ain't a finer feller. So that's just all I'm saying about that. All right, Folded Hunter Friday. The first knife we're gonna talk about is every one of these, man. You got to keep them wiped down. But here it is. Okay, a stunning pocket knife. Now, when I first started buying these, you get them for $10, $10 to $12. And the first one I put my hands on, I just went, "Wow, man! Look how that's bad. AA, SSSS. Okay, that's what that is. I don't care who y'all care, And where did I hear about it? The first one I ever saw? Watching one of his shows one night. Flicked over there. There he is holding a hard hat. Get that in there. I don't want the Tang Stamp Mafia to get me. Backside of it has a part number. Okay. Now this is probably the fourth, and if you look right there, it says Clark Sharp. Okay. And man, I have no idea where my glasses are. I can't see nothing. Anyway, Clark Sharp is the reason he bought it. And the reason I bought it was because he bought it. Well, not because he bought it, but because I saw it and thought I needed one. It came in a very plain box. Now, this is about the fourth or fifth one of these that I got. Has your part number on the end of it, and your SKU number and all that stuff. And right there in the corner it says Made in China. Plain as day. All right. So I think I bought, well, let's see, I gave one to Brother Dwayne. I gave one to HT. I sent one to Howard Bentley out in Amarillo, Texas, and he sent me back a double thumbs up and an attaboy when he got the one that I sent him. And but anyway, so they offered it in oak, and I'm thinking to myself, oh boy, I bet that's a pretty knife. And I said, Lord have mercy, I gotta get me one of them. So I looked on, found it, and of course y'all know I research and look and go all over the place. But y'all look at this bad boy. Feel me? That thing is beautiful. And we'll do an on screen side by side here, so y'all can see that this one is Coca-Cola, okay, and this is oak. All right. So I bought it. Now I like it, and but it ain't really okay. I like it. I'm just gonna tell y'all real quick. Got your Clark Sharp on there. Look at that, boy. That's just beautiful. And this has brass bolsters. That first one had copper nickel silver bolsters. Okay, look at that bad boy. Lord have mercy. Look at that. And it don't say China on it nowhere. All you got is your part number. This one didn't have. It came in a plain white box. Now I don't know if the box had been changed. I don't know, but it's the same size box, looking just like that one. The same plastic envelope, everything else, except it had that serrated edge. Which I ain't a big serration guy. It's okay. I love it. It's a good knife. It ain't going nowhere. I can promise you that one. All right. So now I'm trying to fulfill the loop, trying to get all this done. And the last two here are, I really didn't know how to uh, to show these. I didn't know whether to put 1, 2 or 2, 1. So I'm gonna call this the top 2 or the top 1. How about that? They tied. And this one, well, you'll see. This one is also in oak. Okay. Very similar to that second one. As a matter of fact, it's almost exactly the same. And here's where I'm gonna get to. This is where it's not really confusion. Nickel silver bolsters, but if you look at this one, it says Bear MGC USA, Bear and Son, before they changed their name to Bear and Son. No part number on the back. There's no part number on the back tank. But this also has one more little thing I love about it. Right there on the, says Alabama Power and Light. Okay. Now, I am part of this system. I mean, the Alabama, Mississippi, and I think Louisiana are in a consort. Maybe it's not. I don't. But anyway, there's 3 states, and all the power companies are in a group. And Alabama Power and Light is part of the group. I'm in, my power bill comes from Mississippi Power Company, and that don't mean nothing other than I guess where I get my power. But anyway, just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful knife that I picked up at the Wiggins Blade Show, or Wiggins Knife Show, and believe it or not, the gentleman that had it, I actually traded for it. The gentleman that had it was Brother Rex Wiseman at Brothers Blades and More, an outstanding preacher, outstanding person, good man. He has a YouTube channel that y'all need to check out. Trust me, this guy brings it, and his membership has just skyrocketed. Every time he drops a video, he doesn't do a lot because he's like me. He's handicapped, and he doesn't have a congregation, but he's like, I don't know what they call him. He's like the head deacon or he does the announcements and stuff at their church every Sunday, and he's deeply involved in the church that he attends. Also, his community outreach. He goes to prisons. He goes to ghettos. He does inspirational talks. He's that guy. Okay, can't say enough about Brother Rex Wiseman. Okay, now the last knife, and this is there it is. I'm looking for my shine club. Last knife is one that I was very lucky to find. I was looking for it, and I knew it was out there. And but I just didn't know where. And all of a sudden, I get a text from somebody, says, "Hey, you want this?" And I did a trade, and I am far behind in this trade. This man gifted me. We traded, wasn't a gift. We traded for this knife. I sent him a Rough Rider Trapper, but it was a special edition, rare Trapper that I sent to him. He shared it in a few shorts, but. This is the lucky. This is when I tell you God has a purpose, or He wants you to know things or do things. Okay, this is one of those deals that this is a signal to me. Okay, and remember this knife right here, the Bear and Son Folding Hunter, made by Bear MGC USA. And look at this. Y'all see that? Now, see that when you get ready to see that line, I thought that was like a marker or something, but I took some 400 and some 800 and went over that, and it ain't coming off. That's part of the wood, okay? But look at the tank stamp. Hard Hat USA. Okay. On the back side, it has no part number. It has nothing on the tank. But let me get this open so y'all can see. Do this without cutting myself. These are the exact same knives, guys. Okay. So, okay. Let me before I cut myself. Let me set this one down. Get that. The hard hat knife, this one right here, I'm almost certain was made for a knife club. And I've gone over this before. There's a knife club. It was in Indiana that was started. And they called it the hard hat because it was a bunch of industrial guys that worked in, in industrial, building, all that kind of stuff. And they wore hard hats, so they named it the Hard Hat Club. That morphed into a business. They started distributing these knives, branded hard hat. That's when it went overseas, the whole 9 yards. This knife, I believe, was made by Bear & Son for the Hard Hat Club in the USA, in Alabama. Okay, well, I got my the battery light just came on my phone, so that means I might have to cut this short. I'll sit here and chop it up with y'all for another hour if I had that much time and information and all that kind of stuff, but that ain't good. We're at 16 minutes, so happy Friday, family. I love each and every one of y'all. I hope y'all have dreams about your folding hunters tonight. Me and Milo, we've been to download this video and get it up there for y'all to watch. I hope this gives y'all something to do for the rest of your evening and maybe tomorrow morning. Y'all go back and watch that Frosty Friday. I made some points in there. Didn't try to make anybody mad, but made a few points. But Brother Dwayne, Brother Rex, Brother Mike Yarlett Jr., I love all y'all. Y'all are my family. And y'all, the Knife Brotherhood is just growing in leaps and bounds, okay? I'm a part of it. I'm not in control, nothing else. Ain't got nothing to do with it, other than I comment and tag this Knife Brotherhood as much as possible. I'm not going to put another thing. Let me finish by saying this. One other person that I need to, two people I need to talk about. I got a mail call today from Kodiak Edge. Y'all, unbelievable. Gordon Holman is unbelievable. Y'all need to go over there. I don't have a sticker. Don't care. Gordon Holman is the man. Okay. He sent me a folded hunter. Didn't ask for it. Just sent it to me because he knows I love him. And the other gentleman that I want to shout out, and I'm going to put him first in the description of this, is Sean at Watch City Knives. Okay, he sent me out of the blue, sent me a message. We exchanged addresses. I'm out of stickers. I've got to go. That's another thing. Brother Dwayne is going to allow me to get another batch of stickers, so I can start sending these stickers out to people that want them. If y'all go to my store and buy something, trust me, if I didn't think the guy's name was Fruit Loop that bought that stag trapper, I probably would have put 10 knives in there for Brother Dwayne. Well, maybe not 10, but I'd put 3 or 4 in there. He got he got his money's worth. Plus, he knows it. But I got a knife. He got a brand new display that I'm gonna send him. I got the big box back there that I got set up for him. I'm gonna send him that knife in that box, and I feel sure y'all probably see that knife that he bought on one of his shows. Maybe not. I don't know. But you'll see that box. That box. He's gonna have to have a dolly. Bring that son gun in. Anyway. 20 minutes, guys. I love you. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. I don't know if I'm doing anything tomorrow. I might come up with a little something for y'all. Who never know? You never know about old Big Jim. Anyway, I only know one way to tell y'all goodbye, and that's for all of y'all to please follow rule number 9.